Hi, everybody, and welcome to Chapter 9 of A History of American Higher Education. Today, we'll be talking about the trials and challenges faced by American higher ed in the 21st century. The first decade of the 21st century marked a period of reflection on the achievements of American higher education over the preceding century. Celebration and landmark works like the Flexner Report and Edwin Slosson's Great American Universities, as well as the 50th anniversary of the California Master Plan for Higher Education provides context uh, on top of this book. Right. So first thing was some of the financial challenges that were faced. Obviously they were significant during this period. The first decade ended poorly for colleges and universities due to declining endowments and donor contributions. This financial strain led to significant challenges in maintaining operations and funding new incentives, and contentious debates over the renewal of the federal student loan and grant programs created uncertainty for students and institutions relying on these funds. Additionally, there was a decline in the federal support for campus-based research and development amidst growing competition, which increased pressure on institutions to secure alternative funding sources. Moving towards the technological transformations, these advancements reshaped academic programs and operations, leading to new methods of teaching and learning. Online education and digital resources became more prevalent, changing student profiles with minorities becoming the majorities at institutions like the University of Texas at Austin and UC Berkeley, required institutions to adapt to a more diverse student body. Speaking of diverse, increases in Hispanic and Latino students um, represented over 12% of total enrollments by 2010, highlighting the need for institutions to address the unique needs and challenges of Latino students. Earlier generations of Latino students had enjoyed full campus citizenship, underscoring the shift from exclusion to increased access and the progress made in inclusivity. Institutions Institution adaptations were influenced by the prevalence of business leaders and corporate executives as trustees, shifting away from clergy dominated boards. This change influenced the priorities and strategies of higher education institutions. Universities adopted slogans like economic engine and knowledge factory, often with mixed results, reflecting the growing emphasis on the economic impact of higher education. The rise of university research parks and big time athletic programs, which seldom fulfilled their promises, often blurred the lines between education and commercial activities. Financially, studies indicated that the business as usual approach was unsustainable, and institutions faced the challenges of balancing financial sustainability with their educational mission. Examples of successful institutional adaptations and innovations provided models for other institutions to follow. Media became obviously more uh, media coverage of higher education was varied, reflecting the fractures in American higher education, from student loan crises to optimistic op-eds. This mixed coverage highlighted the complexity and often contradictory state of higher education. Coverage by national and local newspapers, network and cable television, news, and trade papers like Inside Higher Ed and Chronicle of Higher Education provided professional audiences with a comprehensive view of higher education issues. Philanthropy and foundations played a significant role in higher education. The emergence of new foundations prioritizing educational issues over individual campuses focused on broader educational goals and initiatives. Established foundations shifted towards innovation and exploratory projects focusing on minority and women students, international studies, and global interdependence, reflecting a more forward thinking approach to philanthropy. State coordination efforts, such as the 1202 commissions funded by federal incentives, had mixed results. These agencies aid to promote long ranging plans long range planning and avoid the duplication of academic programs, which which was essentially essential for efficient use of resources. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling today. Moving forward into the institution, institutions face challenges in managing perpetual endowments and outdated restrictions on scholarships and funds. The need for colleges to review and propose new terms for obsolete gifts using the doctrine of cypress was highlighted. The legal doctrine allows for modifications of charitable trust to better serve their intended purpose. Governance and leadership issues were prominent, with a recent trend of numerous presidential departures due to scandals and loss of confidence. This trend highlighted the importance of effective leadership and governance. Faculty involvement in campus governments and decision making was crucial for maintaining academic integrity and institutional stability. Moving forward, colleges and universities played a significant role in local economies and job markets, influencing economic development and employment. The focus on STEM fields and exploitation of postdoctoral researchers often led to imbalances in academic priorities and resource allocation. The trend towards building luxury facilities rather than educational infrastructure raised questions about the priorities of higher education institutions. Thoughtful protocols for naming campus buildings and preserving historical symbols were essential for maintaining institutional heritage and identity. Obviously, the chapter concludes with a call for higher education institutions to balance financial sustainability with educational goals. Institutions needed to innovate and adapt to changing circumstances. New approaches for funding, leadership, and mission alignment was necessary to better serve their communities. Institutions must focus on their core educational missions while addressing financial and operational challenges. Chapter 9 provides a comprehensive overview of the challenges and transformations faced by American higher ed in the 21st century, emphasizing the importance of innovation, thoughtful governance, and the need for institutions to reconsider their approach to endowments, gifts, and leadership to better align with their mission and serve the communities effectively. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We can talk more about the article in our discussion today.